Hello. Today is January 25th, 2023. Um, oof, not bad. Let's turn that around. I don't know. We're doing another live today with Betty McKnit. We're doing a crochet along. Since the last live stream that we did last Sunday, I have not worked on this blanket at all, but it's still looking really good. Like looking at it, it looks so good. But I'm gonna wait a couple of minutes before I get started. But before we get started, if you're watching this video, hi, hello, welcome. If you're watching this in the rewatch, whatever, make sure you leave a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite part was. Make sure you like this video. And don't forget to subscribe and make sure you hit the notification bell to know the next time I go live and the next time I post on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I do think that I'm going to start doing a live on Tuesdays and Thursdays with my friend Sarah Beth. So I'll be doing a community post if I find that out. But really quick, before I start, I want to go over my week. This week was so much fun, very, very busy. This past weekend was on Friday. Me and Betty McKnit, actually, she came down to my area and we went yarn shopping. That video will be up on Thursday. I'm super excited about it. We had so much fun. Hopefully, I haven't watched the footage, but hopefully I filmed it right, vlogged it right. I did not have a vlog camera. But yeah, we had so much fun. It was so much fun. Like so much fun. She's hilarious outside of when she's comfortable, she's very, very funny. I could not stop laughing. She was absolutely hilarious. What else? I am also working on another project where there's a test. Excuse me, it's a test for another crochet designer. Also, my yarn came in for crochet design that I will be working on. And I have to finish this one sweater. So I'm going to be working on that this week. So yeah, let's go ahead and see if Betty is on TikTok and then we'll go ahead and get started. But yeah, we had so much fun. So much fun.
Beach a lot. It's been spectacular.
Hey,
there she is, my shopping buddy.
yes. Oh my
How
goodness.
you doing?
Good. I still talk about it every single day to my husband. How much fun we
That was great.
Yes, we had so much fun.
I had a ton of fun. We let's tell the people what we did. I'm going live on my other platforms, so I got TikTok going. And why does it seem like this light? Okay, that's why. Did you crochet up all that yarn you bought yet?
No, I have been using the hometown on the shawl that I'm working on. It looks so good. I can't wait to be done with it. And then I've been using the cotton fair for the test that I'm doing. What other yarn did we get? Oh, we went to the yarn. I was trying to remember. I have the yarn club. I haven't touched that yarn yet because I still don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I just wanted to get it because it's on sale.
And I have an idea for what I want to do with mine. The yarn that at the yarn. What's it called? The Yarn Club.
Yeah, the Yarn Club.
Yarn Club. Yeah, I have an idea for that. But it's still sitting in the bag by the door, and the project that I was working on in Panera is still sitting on in my purse where I left it.
Same.
But I'm most excited, I think, about that Jiffy yarn. I'm thinking about the I think I'm going to make a 6-day hexagon cardigan with that in an event. I think I'm going to do a crochet along event, and I'm excited. I've been thinking a lot about like how I'm going to make that sweater, so I feel excited about that.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. It's gonna look really good. Me and Sarah Beth are going to be doing a crochet along of that hooded scarf that you posted today.
Oh, really? The 6-day hooded infinity scarf.
Yes. She was like, oh my gosh. I was like, right? And she was like, we have to do a crochet along. I said, yep, it's happening. We have to finish this test first before we do it. But
okay. Well, let me know. You should have the pattern in the McKnitiverse. It might be in one of your folders, and in the monthlies that come up. So if it, I don't have it memorized which ones come up when and what months, but if you don't have it in whatever months are open, you probably only have 1 month open because you just joined.
Yeah.
But if you don't have it, I mean, maybe I'll do it. It's going to be February in a couple days. Maybe I'll post that as bonus content in the McKnitiverse for February. So anybody that would join the McKnitiverse in February could get that pattern for free.
Yes, so. Which you all should. Anybody who's watching this, do it. It's worth it.
I mean, I guess not free, but as part of your membership. So yeah, maybe I'll do those. Like, there's a whole set of patterns that I did. Usually when I do something, I do like 3 at the same time because it's like you do the star and then I do something that's a little bit different, and that's the superstar and then the supernova. I kind of work them all out together. So that hooded infinity scarf. There's also a hooded shrug and a regular shrug and a shrug wrap. There's like 4 patterns that came out together with that hooded infinity scarf. So maybe I'll put those up as bonus content for February.
Gorgeous. Yeah.
So are you ready to work on our man blankets? Hi, Amy, my sister's here. You ready to do your man blanket? And before we get started, is this our last one? Or how's your progress on your man blanket?
Well, I haven't worked on it since the last live because I've been busy working on other stuff. But I think we should do. I've already made thumbnails for the last 2, so we might as well do 2 more. For the whole 6-day experience.
Okay, that sounds good. So we'll do 2 more, and let me just look at my calendar and see if the next 2. Yeah, the next 2 Sundays are fine with me. So does that mean?
No, that's me. Let me turn my.
Okay, and then I have really enjoyed doing this, so we can do something else after this, or if you ever want to do another collab again, I'm just like ready to move into your house and be
Well, look, once you see hear my son and all his screaming, you'll be ready to go back to the.
I love kids, and you know what? You know what I am? I'm a baby sedative. That's what I am. I hold a baby and it falls asleep.
Well, then you do need to move in. In that case, you do need to come on now. No, but he's good. He's just, oh my goodness. Sometimes he's just, oh sweet. Today I was doing the dishes and putting the stuff in the dishwasher, and I turn around and all I see is him with a knife just running. I'm like, oh my God. And I'm over here screaming behind him. And my husband's like, what? He has a knife. That boy's a trip, man. Always on your toes with that boy.
Yeah, boys everything is fun and adventure, and I miss having little ones around. I really do. But yeah. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put my phone up on the top, and I've got my YouTube and I've got my everything going. I don't know. I got like 8 people watching. So if you are watching on my channel, please make sure that you follow Leia the Human on all of hers, especially YouTube. She's trying to build her YouTube right now. So go on over there and subscribe to her YouTube and all the places. Let's see, did I make it onto YouTube? Is it happening? Is it going? Am I live? Yes, it says I'm live. Okay. So how far did you get on your Man Blanket?
Well, I didn't work on it since last time. So I think last time I said like I'm probably halfway done.
Oh, halfway.
Yeah, I would say like halfway done, and then the border. I'm definitely gonna have to get more gray yarn, but it looks phenomenal. Like, I really do love this.
That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Cool. All right, I'm gonna set my camera up overhead. And get started on mine. I have not quite finished one whole repeat of all the colors. So I have a long way to go on mine. Long way to go. I'm probably not going to finish in 6 days.
That's all right. You've made how many?
This is my second Man Blanket, actually.
Okay.
I sent the other one to my. I'm gonna do this too. This is like kind of become a habit to do the 60 minutes and then stretch afterwards. But yeah, this is my second Man Blanket. The first one I sent to my landlord because it was a gift for him. I held on to it for a really long time because I wanted to photograph the Man Blanket along with the other 4, adult blankets for the blanket bundle, 6-day blanket bundle. So I did that, took all those photos, and then I figured it's probably overdue to send it to him because it's been more than a year since he asked me for it. But I need to have another one for my sample. So here we are. Making a Man Blanket.
Yeah. Oh man. So what else did you do this week?
I left my island twice in 2 days. That is a lot for me. I do not like to leave my island. I like it here, and the weather has been phenomenal. Out here on the beach. You should come down here.
Yeah, we're making plans to try to figure out days and stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, so I went up, I went up to the beach the other Friday to see you, and then the day before that I had a doctor's appointment in Elizabeth City, so that took me off the island, and then I don't really remember what I did the rest of the week before that. It's a blur. It's a blur. And I have a friend visiting me right now. She just the other day said, "Hey, can I come down? I have some time, and I just want to come see the ocean." And I was like, "Sure." So she's here, and we just been hanging out. Going to the beach. Yesterday I cooked 2 chickens so we would have some food to just have available for like sandwiches or just tacos or whatever. And then crochet wise, I've been working on something new for the McKnitiverse. I don't know if it's going to be an exclusive or if I'm going to actually release it as a pattern, but I have had requests for the 6-day kid blanket in different kinds of shapes, like a triangle or an octagon. So I'm working on stuff like that.
A triangle.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I have, well, I think we talked about this a little bit at lunch the other day.
Mm-hmm.
The stitches, I have the stitches kind of like half of a granny square. So that one's done. But somebody wanted to, have you ever seen that Persian tiles pattern? It's like 12 octagons and it has squares in between them.
Yes.
And then so somebody in my community did that with the 6-day kid blanket. They took the granny square pattern and then they did they made an octagon using the star blanket pattern, and they made a blanket like that, like with octagons and the squares and the triangles. So I've been trying to write that up so that other people can do it too. Somebody does it, then they post a picture of it, and everybody's like, "I want that. Where can I get that?" And then I have to write. So there's that, and then sometimes people are always asking me how to fill in the area between the points, like on the star, the different shapes. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to do that with the octagon one. Trying to make it like go from like 8 points to a square. So that's been the puzzle I've been trying to solve. How about you? Tell me about that Tunisian thing.
Okay, so the shawl that I'm making, it's going really well. It's gorgeous. All the colors are coming together. I had to undo it because it was a little bit too small for what I like my shawls to be. But since we got more yarn, I was able to undo it and then like add more rows of the colorful, because one side's going to be like stripes and then the other side is going to be just solids. It looks so good. So I'll probably, once I go, like, that's like my bedtime project. So probably tonight while we're watching The Last of Us. I don't know if you watched that show. But I'll probably be working on that. And then what else? We have the Tunisian crochet tester call for I think it's like Little Crochet Couch. I think that's what her like username is. Or I know it's like Crochet Couch. I don't know if it's Little Crochet Couch. One of those two. Okay. And I'm using the Cotton Fair and a 5mm Tunisian crochet hook to do this. And it's at the beginning, like the foundation chain was so like hard because it was like, this is probably the smallest yarn I've worked with in a while. And but now, I'm sailing through it. It's just finding the time to really sit down with good lighting and work on it. But that's going great. And I'm coming up with I'm coming up with my first Tunisian crochet shawl like pattern. Yeah. And that's coming up really well. I keep adding more colors to it, and that's what's making it harder, because I'm trying to figure out how to not do a pattern that requires so many weaved ends, which is kind of hard based off of the type of color scheme that I want to do. Yeah. So, because I don't want people to be like, oh yeah, you're gonna have to weave a lot of ends with that and just not want to make the pattern. Like, I want people to make the pattern. Yeah. So trying to figure that part out of it. And then last night I came up with another idea for a pattern. Like something very beginner friendly. You know how people do like 2 rectangles and they put them together and make it into like a V-neck shirt.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I want to do a pattern like that. And like it's in my head. I just gotta like, whip it up and see if it's how it's gonna work out.
Cool. Oh, Get Her Done is here. Pat Jacobs says hello, Betty and Alea.
Hello.
Get Her Done. Hello, Betty. Hope to find you well. It's a cold one here in Bay City, Michigan. 23 outside. Also, Pat Shoot from Indiana is here. And Andrew Crochets is here, and my sister. Well, that all sounds good. You're really getting into the crochet. I think that's amazing. And your work, I looked at a couple of your videos today. You have like 89K views on one of your videos.
Yes. Oh my gosh, it was so crazy.
That's
it's
what
like
you were talking about that went viral.
Yeah, I was just like, how? Because it didn't blow up until like the next week. Like I posted it on Sunday, and then literally the next Sunday is when it went viral. I was like, hey, that's fine with me.
Wow. Well, I think that the algorithm changed at the end of last year, towards the end of the year, and I think a lot of people noticed that their videos weren't getting the traffic like right away, but I think they did something to the algorithm where it like takes longer now. They push your videos longer. And I noticed that a lot of like my older stuff around that time, it was like all of a sudden these older videos are popping off. Like, why this is like old. So I think the algorithm does that now. It's like it gets a little traction and it takes a little bit longer. Yeah, but I mean, whatever. Who knows? Because now they're saying there's like people that decide who goes viral and who doesn't. So
very interesting.
Yeah. You got to get your website up so you can get that traffic.
Yeah, I've been working on the website. It's up. It is mostly right now just like a blog / gallery where I like post a bunch of pictures of like the work that I'm doing, and then just blogging about other stuff, mainly like other different crochet content. Like if I do a video but I want to elaborate more on it, then I will post it on my blog.
That's great. Cool. You're doing all the things.
Yeah, staying pretty busy. And then my husband was like, do you want to do drop shipping? I'm just like, I don't know. But I told him, I said, if you set it up, then I'll manage it.
Well, I hear a lot of people are doing it and making money doing stuff like that. So I don't know how it works, but
yeah,
he's gonna set it up.
Yeah, I told him, I said, look, if you set it up, I'll manage it. But that initial having to put in all that work, it was like, oh, I just did that for my.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot. So
I'm overhauling a lot of my stuff now because when I did it originally, I didn't really know what I was doing. So I just kind of did it messy, which is do. And I'm glad I did that so that I would have something. But now I'm like, this could really be better. A lot of these things could be better. And so I'm going back and redoing. But I think anybody has to, you have to do that every couple of years anyways.
Yeah.
From time to time, you do have to go back and refresh your content and your look and all that stuff.
Yeah, so that's been fun. This week has really been like really active week. And then of course we had all that rain, but luckily we didn't have rain when you came down, because that would have been horrible. all the running around we did.
We would not have wanted to be out there in the rain doing that. But I don't think anything can stop us from going on.
Yeah, I saw it. I don't think it would have been maybe like 10% less enjoyable just because of the weather, but we just had so much fun. Like literally every single day I've been talking about it with my husband, and he,
That was fun. It was a really fun day. I love having yarn adventures. Yarny adventures.
Yes.
And that dog, Hank. Oh my gosh, what a sweet dog.
He is very sweet.
I miss having a dog. I don't know that I would ever get a big dog again like that, but that dog made me want to have a big dog.
Yeah, he just was so cuddly. Like, oh man.
Can't believe how big he was.
Mm-hmm.
Just like practically a pony.
For real.
So, what are you watching? The Last of Us?
Yeah, so The Last of Us is based off of a video game. Excuse me. I feel like I'm about to sneeze.
Bless you.
It wasn't even a sneeze, it was a yarn. Yeah, so it's based off of a video game. Oh my goodness, I messed up. So it's based off of a video game, one of my husband's favorite video games. It's on HBO. And it's really good because normally we're like, I don't want, they're gonna mess it up because if they're not true to the video game, like, what's the point of watching? But they're pretty. It's really good. It's really good. It's like about this zombie outbreak, but instead of like zombies, it's more like a parasite outbreak. Well, fungal parasite type of thing outbreak. I think that's right. But yeah, it's really good.
Okay. I mean, I thought, okay, once I'm done with the Sister Wives, yeah, I'll try that, but I don't know about zombies.
I will say it is very scary. The last episode, I was like on the edge of the bed because I was like, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's something about the Sister Wives show that I don't have to watch it too closely, and I can still what's going on because they repeat so much stuff.
Yeah.
Like they're always doing like flashbacks and recaps, and I feel like I watch the same stuff 3 or 4 times sometimes. So yeah, it's easy. Even like when my friend came over, I just like left it on with captions and like muted it, and I can still what's going on. It's like, oh, okay, now they're having the other wedding, like
yeah.
But I don't know if I can do zombies or anything too gory. What am I doing? I'm trying to do 333 in it. I'm doing something really dumb. Yeah, but I don't know. I used to watch a lot of horror films, and then I don't know what happened to me, but I started to be like scared by them and feeling like I don't like this.
Yeah. I mean, I think like if it's so ridiculous, it doesn't really scare me. What I can't watch is anything that has to do with kids. Like anything that has to do with kids, nope, I can't watch it. Like ever since having my son, like I can't watch anything that has to do with like killing kids or anything that has to do with kids. I'm sorry, I can't watch this.
Yeah, that's hard. That's really hard. Get Her Done is asking, do you have a video how to do the 6-day shrug? Went through the video you have posted. Wasn't sure if I just overlooked it and missed it. I don't think I ever have done a video on that, actually. I don't think I have.
What exactly is a shrug?
A shrug is, you've seen me wear it on the lives, and everybody says, "What is that sweater you're wearing?" And it's just the sleeves.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah, it's just the sleeves, and it has like a panel that goes across the back, but it's just the sleeves. And then there's another version of it that has a much longer panel in the middle that you wrap all the way around. You've seen those wrap sweaters, right? That's just like sleeves.
Yeah.
A big thing that wraps around. So there's like a 6-day kid blanket version of that. And then there's a shrug. And maybe I'll do a video because I don't have one as a sample here. I gave it to my daughter, but it's the shrug and it has a hood on it. And once I made it, then Courtney said it needs to have a hood. So I put a hood on it. But yeah, every time I post that video of my daughter putting on that shrug, or not the shrug, the hooded infinity scarf, that gets a lot of views.
Yes, because like everybody is really into the hooded scarves, or the hooded, like, oh my gosh, what is it called? Like the baklava. That's not what it is. Balaclava. I don't know why I want to keep saying baklava. Balaclava type of style, where the hood like can not necessarily come off, but you can like take the hood off of your head and you still have the scarf part.
Okay.
So everybody's into that, and then
tag me something so I know what you're talking about, and I'll make a 6-day version of it.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
6-day baklava.
Balaclava.
Okay.
Yes, let me see if I can, because I was like, this is so oh my goodness. All right, I found it. I'm gonna send it to you.
Okay.
I'm gonna send it over TikTok.
Okay.
Because I'm like, oh, I want to make one, but then I never do. I don't have a pattern to it. And then most people are like, I just made this up in my head. I said, okay, well, write it down now.
Yeah. No, that'll be fun. I'll do a 6-day one. I have a giant scarf. I don't even think that this thing that I'm calling a scarf is really a scarf. I don't think I'm going to be able to call it a scarf. I think I'm going to have to call it a stole or a blarf because it's really big. But
yeah, those are really in trend right now too. They're really big.
It's gigantic, and it was really big. And my some of my people in my McKnitiverse were like, "It's too big," and I was like, "I don't care.
Yeah.
Obnoxious." And then I had it all finished, ends woven in and everything, and I went to put it on, and it wasn't quite long enough for me to like throw it over my shoulder. It was like slipping off because it was just a little too short. So I actually ripped out the entire edge and made it longer, much, much longer. It's really big.
Mm-hmm.
So I have that I'm trying to finish up, but yeah, I want to see that balaclava and make a 6-day one. Is it like, do some people put squares together to do them?
Yeah, so we've seen the granny square balaclava.
Okay.
Which all fine and dandy. I think they look great, but I don't think they're as functional as I would like them to be. Like, because granny squares, have a lot of stuff, holes in them and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the ones that I've seen, I was like, this is gorgeous.
Okay. I'll take a look at that, whatever you sent me. I cooked 2 chickens yesterday, and I've made brownies today.
Ooh, brownies.
Yeah. Do you ever have, like, sometimes I, like, wake up in the middle of the night, and I'm, like, out of a dead sleep, I'm like, oh, there are cheese fries in the car.
Yes, actually.
I left some hot Doritos in the car.
Yes.
Let me go get those.
Yes. You're not alone. I do the same thing.
I did
yeah.
brownies last night. I woke up and I was like, I have a brownie mix. I'm gonna make that tomorrow. So.
Yes. I made this salmon. It was like creamy salmon. It had like artichokes in it and spinach and tomatoes, and it was so good. Like, I got like one of those really big cuts of salmon and like pan fried it. It's from this app called Whisk.
Oh.
So you like plan out your meals for the month. Like, you pick out meals, right? And then you plan them out and put it on this calendar. And then you can add all of the ingredients to a shopping list. So now I don't have to ask my husband what he wants to eat. It's already on the the calendar. And then we just go get the groceries. Or he doesn't go grocery shopping. But then I have a list, so I don't have to, buy unnecessary things. Like I normally do when I go grocery shopping. So it's been really nice. And then there was this recipe. It was like creamy salmon artichoke. It was Parmesan. It was so good. I am so full, and I have the itis really bad.
You have the what?
The itis.
The itis.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you're sleepy right after you finish eating.
Oh, okay. I've never heard that word. I've never heard it said like that before, the itis.
Yeah, so I was like, oh my goodness, I'm about to fall asleep. And then my husband's like, don't you have a live stream tonight? I said, oh, yep, you're right.
Well, we were just talking about salmon too. My friend and I, she said, the last time I was here, you made some really good salmon. So I was like, all right, well, I got to go get some salmon now. That's twice. Salmon. One day, 2 times. I love salmon though. I love fish.
Yeah, I do too.
Somebody on Facebook is saying, and Jamie Johnson says, cold here in northern Minnesota. Or MN is Minnesota, right? Sorry I'm late. Been nursing migraine all day watching Chiefs football. Do you watch football?
I do not.
Me neither. I was going to ask you what team do you watch, but I wouldn't know nothing anyhow about it.
The team that's winning. Whatever team is winning, that's my team.
Super Bowl's coming pretty soon. We talked about this. Oh, it's the playoffs. Hi, Jody. Hi, Amy. Sorry about your migraine. I got my daughter this thing on Amazon for her migraines. It's like a cap that you put in the freezer, and you put it on over your eyes. It goes down over your eyes, but it's like a cap. It kind of squeezes your head a little bit. Jody said, I just had prawns and chorizo with cabbage.
Ooh.
Wow, that is fancy. Last game before the Super Bowl. Okay. And then the Pro Bowl is next, right? Is that the teams that didn't get to go to the Super Bowl? They play each other? Is that how that works? I don't know really.
Yeah, I have no idea. No idea.
My sister said no.
Oh.
Okay. Alrighty then. We had fish and fries. Sounds good too. I made that chicken last night. I made chicken and rice and some broccoli, but I kind of killed the broccoli. I put it in the steamer with the rice, and I should have waited until it was like almost done to put it in, but I just was being busy and I just stuck it in there with the rice. What am I doing? And then today I had leftover rice with some eggs. I fried up a couple eggs. Pro Bowl is, okay, so Facebook I think that's Amy Bryson says, Pro Bowl, the best players get together and play flag football. And then my sister Amy says, Pro Bowl is good players from all the teams picked to go to the Pro Bowl. Okay. Usually the ones going to the Super Bowl bow up. They can't get injured. Well, that's smart. It's a bunch of players from different teams.
Oh, okay. I have no beverage. Oh no.
I know, me neither. I was on the phone right before I came here, and was walking outside talking on the phone. And I came like running in. It's dark out, and I was like, for a second there, I was like, wait a minute, I'm not sure where I am. I got lost. I don't see my house. My house is like the smallest one, so it's like I didn't really see it until I was almost right on top of it. So what do you got going on this week? Coming?
Well, I have to go to the dentist this Wednesday. Not looking forward to that.
Yeah.
At all. I hate going to the dentist. I will go to any other doctor, but the dentist just I hate it so much.
Nobody likes the dentist. I think that's why they have like a really high suicide rate, because no one ever wants to go to the dentist.
I never heard that before.
I heard that a long time ago, that they have a very high suicide rate because nobody ever wants to go to the dentist. And I don't know if it's true, but I feel bad for them.
Yeah, I mean, they chose that profession. But not to be mean or anything, but if I had to choose to be any type of profession, it wouldn't be a dentist or a doctor at all. I'm sorry. Like, that's just too much. I think the first time somebody die while I'm operating on them, I'm gonna quit. So I was like, yeah, definitely can't be a doctor of any kind. Because I will quit as soon as I see somebody die in front of me.
Yeah, that would be hard.
Yeah, so not built for that. Or vet. I don't think I could be a vet either. To have to put down dogs, nope. Or cats, but dogs, no. I don't think I could do that.
Hard.
Yeah, no. I don't think I can do that. Now maybe like a cosmetic surgeon, maybe. But then again, like I don't want to like be in charge of how somebody else will look for the rest of their life. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's true.
Like they make big money, but at the same time, like, what if I forget a step and then now they have no nose? You know, I don't want to be that person. So those are professions that are meant for the higher level RQ people that don't overthink scenarios like I do. So I prefer the simple jobs like mommy.
Crochet.
Office clerk, crochet artist. Give me the nice, simple, quiet life.
Okay, hold on. We have Andrew over on started their Man Blanket, but Frog did the other night after row 8, and the points weren't lining up. They shifted each round. He's saying maybe he missed a stitch. Well, send me a photo or make me a TikTok or something. Did you email me? Did I send you patterns? I thought you were supposed to email me so I could send you something. Did I send it? Did I do it? I forgot until just now. Amy on Facebook is saying, I'm in a Facebook group where vets give medical advice, and they say that vets have a higher than normal suicide rate. Andrew, did you swatch? You have to do a swatch and follow my YouTube while you're doing the swatch. Don't just watch the video. Work right along with me. Start with chain 37 and work right along with me. No pressure raising a child. I mean, trying not to raise a sasshole is hard.
Yeah, that is true.
Right. Being a mom is not easy.
Yeah, it definitely comes with its difficulties.
All right, Andrew, I'll have to check because I don't think I saw it. I'll check when my timer goes off. A little break. Are you changing colors? What's happening?
I'm on the second row, the single double, the regular double crochets.
Okay.
Before you do the one row of single crochets.
Okay.
Which go ahead.
I'm on my second. I just started my second repeat of the 5 stripes. So I'm back on the light gray again. I did swatch, but it wasn't coming out. That's why I frogged it. Okay. Well, send me a picture of it if you get stuck, and I'll tell you what you're doing.
When it was, I was having the same problem when I was doing the swatch. What I was missing was counting at the end, where you say, like, you put, for example, you put like the chain 3, and I didn't count right underneath that chain 3 at the end of the row. So my count was off. So that may be it. I would look at literally just counting that one and starting from there when you're skipping however many numbers it is that you skip.
Yeah, I think it's confusing because on some rows you skip 1, on some you skip 2, and on some rows you skip 3. So that throws people off. Also, the double crochet 3 together throws people off because people think it's a decrease. And so they're working those stitches over 3 stitches instead of cluster into 1 stitch.
Yeah, I did that too. Yep.
That's something that happens. And then for some reason, people, I'll have to go back and watch my video again because it's been so long. But there have been quite a few people that have said they were certain that I said skip 4 means to work into the 4th stitch. Skip over 3 and work into the 4th. But I think I said it doesn't mean that, and some people hear it as skip 3 and work into the 4th. So that's something that people do. They don't really skip 4 in the valley. They only skip 3. I've seen that happen a lot. But yeah, counting is a big thing. The issue was the 3 together. Yeah. It just goes into 1 stitch. It's not over 3 stitches. A pattern should explain what that means because there are different ways that DC3 together has been used over the years. And then it was standardized a certain way, but there's a lot of disagreement about it. So if it says DC3 together, they should really be explaining to you what it means if it's a cluster or if it's a decrease. If I want you to decrease, I will say decrease, DEC, DC3 together. But even though I explain it in my pattern, I mean, this is what happened to me. It doesn't look even if you skip 3 in the valley instead of 4 to me. Yeah, it won't work. It definitely won't work, but usually people are like, this doesn't work. What did I do wrong? And that is one of the things that happens from time to time. Della is saying single crochet is 1, double crochet is 2, and the granny is 3. The single crochet is pull 1 through, DC is 2, and granny is 3 stitches. Yeah. That's for the skips at the end of the row. The single is 1, the double is 2, and the granny is 3. Yeah, I had someone ask me the other day, like, oh, this isn't coming out right. What am I doing wrong? And I said, first of all, I have no idea unless I can see a picture of it. And I think when it doesn't work out right away, people think there's an error in the pattern. So they'll say, what is, Mom, it goes 7, 8, 9, 10. Why do you stop at 7 or 8? No. Yeah. Oh, this isn't coming out right. What am I doing wrong? And they send the picture. And in the picture, they're doing a DC3 together as a decrease instead of the way it's supposed to be as a cluster. It's like, no, it's supposed to be a cluster. And then she sends me a link to a YouTube video. But isn't this the way you do it? And I'm like, this is just for those of you that think you can't read patterns. This is my advice to you. Always check the pattern first. Like, read the whole pattern And if there's a stitch in there and you don't know what it is, check the pattern and see what the pattern says. Like, don't just run to YouTube for everything. Because that's what y'all do now, y'all young kid, you whippersnappers.
Yep, that's exactly what I do.
I don't know what this is. Let me run to YouTube. Check the pattern first. It's right there in the pattern, but so many people miss it. I even put it in bold. But I kind of treat it like the, when you go to Disney World and it's like you have to ask where the bathroom is.
Mm-hmm.
And the person who works there is like, they've already told 100 people where the bathroom is that day. But, they have to remember that every person, it's the first time that they've asked.
Yeah.
That's sometimes how I feel about that. It's right there in the pattern. It's in bold print, but so many people still make that mistake. I can't believe how many people are doing the star blanket on TikTok instead of the 6-day kit blanket. Well, that blanket went viral over there. So TikTok is the land of the star blanket.
Yeah.
They haven't really discovered the kid blanket yet so much over there. That's the land of the star blanket. It's very popular on TikTok. And then on Facebook, everyone's doing the regular. More people are doing the regular original 6-day blanket. Have you done a star yet, Alea?
I have not, but that is definitely on my list.
Yeah, you came in on the hexagon cardigan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually pretty happy. I read patterns before YouTube. I use YouTube as a secondary source of information. Yeah, I think it's a generational thing, honestly. A lot of people learned how to crochet from YouTube. And that's, they want to watch a video and do it. And those of us that didn't grow up with it were like more relying on the pattern and what the pattern says. I still think that video is always going to be limited, that you're going to have a written pattern for anything you do has any kind of complication to it at all, know. I'm probably upsetting all the TikTokers and kids. Y'all learn how to read patterns.
Yeah, no, I learned, how to crochet off of YouTube too, but ever since I learned how to read patterns, the only time if I really just don't understand what this person's talking about, then I'll refer back to a YouTube video. Yeah, it's literally like, okay, I have no idea what is going on. Then, because I'm more of a visual learner, so I kind of have to see somebody else do it before I can fully comprehend sometimes. But now, since I've started learning how to read patterns, it's been, much easier sometimes, depending.
Okay. Well, I mean, when people say they are visual learners, I mean, reading is a visual skill also. So doesn't that count? People say that to me all the time. Like, I'm a visual learner, so I need a video. But the reading a pattern, that's also visual, isn't it?
I think there's it's more along the lines of I don't know. I don't think so. I think for me is more I am mimicking what you're doing than reading exactly what to do. Because sometimes, like, this happens to me a lot where someone will say something, but I think it's completely different than what they're actually trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll take it differently if I'm reading it sometimes. You know, like the whole, like some, you know, the whole double crochet 2 together or double crochet 3 together. Um, you know, if you don't know what that is by reading the pattern, or if reading the pattern, you know, it doesn't seem very clear, then that's when I think I had to do that a few times with one of the first patterns I had went by. It was like some Dreamcatcher cardigan I never finished, but I didn't know what a double crochet 3 together was, and it was like a decrease. I didn't even know what a decrease was. So when they explained it to me in the pattern, I was like, I still don't get it. But then seeing how it's done and how it contributes to the rest of the bigger picture, and then I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So it's kind of like if you don't have the pieces to the puzzle, then you can't make the picture type of situation for me. So even if it's a small piece of that puzzle, I can then look at the bigger picture. If that makes sense.
Missy on TikTok is saying seeing it done versus reading it. Amy is saying she works in special ed and they would consider a video or an audio as an auditory skill. However, you are mimicking the technique. Pat Jacobs says, I started the Star and the Superstar and didn't finish either one. On the list to complete. You better get that done. Get her done.
Yeah.
Liz T says, I remember buying patterns printed out at Joann's, Walmart, etc. And they're saying that they learned to crochet in the 70s. Well, yeah, because we didn't have TikTok or YouTube back then. We had to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I think that when people say I can't read patterns, it's because they have something else to follow.
Yeah.
They have YouTube. So that was all we had.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't YouTube. If you didn't understand what it meant, you took it to your mom or the lady in the yarn shop or somebody, and they helped you figure it out. Yep, we're old. There are worse things. Grandma used to collect patterns that hung on the shelf. They would have little booklets with the patterns hanging by the featured yarn. Yep. You don't see as many books and pattern leaflets in the store as you once did. I mean, I didn't see any books in Joann's yesterday, like actual physical books, like craft books, crochet books. Did we miss them?
We did. Yeah, they were on the aisle after the crochet hooks and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't even look at them.
But it's really not that much to choose from.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I don't think people buy that many books anymore. Not just crochet books, but in general.
I would buy your book.
I would give you a signed copy for free. Yeah, I don't know. I wish I had a hot tub right now. I feel like I could just get in a hot tub and sit there for the rest of the night.
That would be nice. Yes. Huh.
Outside where it's a little cooler. My daughter said I'm old. Since I'm older than Google, I'll be 42 on Friday. 42. Come on.
That's not old.
It's not.
It's so crazy how I thought like 30 was old or 50 was old, and now I'm like, oh my gosh, that's nothing.
I know. I taught myself to read patterns, but if I don't understand a stitch, I myself will go to YouTube. Well, I mean, I'm not saying that people shouldn't go to YouTube or that there is anything wrong with YouTube. But what I am saying is that people, in my experience, are turning to YouTube and not reading the instruction that I've actually given in the pattern. And so they're looking up a video that's not the correct technique. Not everybody that does patterns or even YouTube videos know what they're doing. I don't mean to be like too over the top about it, but yeah. Check the pattern first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Use the designer's video. I was like, I have videos of my pattern. If you checked mine, you would have seen the way that I have it written out. But anyways, I actually went to college with the guy that started YouTube. He was in my major too.
Wow.
I went to IUP. We were we were known for having the ugliest guys.
Well,
IUP ugly. I don't know. We had some, those magazines that write up the lists of colleges, top 10 colleges for this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
And we were on the bottom of the list for the attractive boys. So then they just decided to run with it, and they would have this IUP ugly contest, and they would find the ugliest guy on campus.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah. It was like they would just line up, and the men were like, "This is the best college to go to find a cute girl, because guys, you're ugly." It would be like, "Yeah, I'm ugly, so I'm gonna go to IUP and get a cute girl."
Wow. That's so crazy. Like, who does that?
It was. That's what it was like back in the day.
I think there was a list like that on Facebook for colleges in Virginia. Like, what college are you most likely to get shot at? Oh, that was not a good one. It does not age very well now. I mean, back then it was a joke, but it does not age very well now.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, man.
Very bad, very bad. But ODU was on that list. I was like, dang. Well.
Yeah, I remember when Richmond, I think, used to be really violent. I feel like when I lived in Norfolk that I would hear a lot about Richmond being really violent, a lot of stuff happening there, a lot of murders, shootings.
Oh my goodness. Okay, before I go, did you hear about the 4-year-old kid? No, he wasn't 4. 6-year-old kid that shot a teacher in
Yes,
Newport News?
that was in Newport
It was
News.
in Newport News.
Oh no.
My sister who lives in Newport News, she's like, yeah, my kids aren't going to school. I said, well.
Wow.
Yes, I was like, wow. It's always got to be like, why is it art? Like, why does it have to be in my neighborhood? That was so crazy. But so the teacher is suing the school system, as she should, because
she survived.
Yes, she survived. Thank God. So she's suing the school system because there was a teacher who reported it. They checked the kid's backpack. It wasn't in there, but they thought that he had it. But the reason, like, had it in his pocket.
Yeah.
And the reason why they didn't like pat him down is because, quote unquote, I kid you not, they said this, his pockets were too small to have a gun.
Oh my God.
Well, was it? wasn't small enough? And then he showed the gun to a kid on the playground, and he said, "If you tell anybody, I'll shoot you." And of course, he told somebody. And then the teacher herself, thought he had it and told somebody, and they said nothing. Like, they didn't do anything about it. So she's suing, as she should. And they're calling for the superintendent to step down, which I think is great because he hasn't done anything for Newport News ever since the other superintendent retired, because she retired when I graduated, around the time that I graduated. He has done absolutely nothing.
Wow. That is terrifying. Okay, Andrew, I'm looking at your I am looking at your thing here, your blanket, and what is going on with you is I want you to look at my blanket. There's in between the points on the inside of the blanket, there's only one. So you're actually doing the stitches. You got this row 2 correct, which is the hard row. But then when you went up on your second row 2, okay, so the first one, let me go down here. Your first one's good. You got all the way up through here. But then on this second one, you're trying to do 3, you're trying to do too many clusters in between. So the end has 2, 1, 2, and then the point. And then in the middle of the blanket, in between the point and the valley, there's only 1. And you're trying to do 2. So just take that 3 double crochet out of there and just do the double crochet 3 together. You're trying to go you're trying to do like this and then another one, and that's why it's not lining up. There only is 1 in between, and then there's 2 on the side. So look down at your very first row 2 down here, because that's correct. Hope that helps.
Yeah, I made that same mistake.
That's a common mistake. Common mistake. All right, I'm going to go a little bit longer, I think, and maybe do another stripe. How are you doing?
I'm probably going to head out so then I can go ahead and watch my show.
All right.
Alrighty. Well, y'all have a great night.
You too. Thanks for coming on, and I'll see you next week.
Yes, I'll see you next week.
All right. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. I'm going to do one more stripe before I go. I have the taupe.
Hello.
Hey, you still alive?
I'm about to get off now.
Oh no, you better take your time. I understand now.
No, I'm about to get off now. All right, bye.
Not find it anywhere online. Are there certain websites? So all.
Oh my gosh. I completely forgot I'm still live on YouTube. I literally do that every single time. I do that every single time I'm live on TikTok. I gotta stop doing that. I literally was scrolling through for how long, I don't know. Well, anyway, thank you. Anybody who watched this. I finished 2 rows. I'm super tired. Had a wonderful day and a conversation with Betty in today's live. And if you're watching this on replay, make sure you leave a like, comment down below. Tell me what you think. And make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you'll know whenever I go live and post a new video. I will be back up here on Tuesday for another live stream. I'm doing another live stream. It has been confirmed. And for another video. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. And as always, create something gorgeous. Bye, guys.